maybe towards the front or the center of your chair. This is one of those days where I wish my floors were heated. It's cold, even with the heater on. The floor is cold. But sitting ourselves up nice and tall, lengthening through our spine, lengthening up through our torso, maybe taking yourself from side to side. Just beginning to center, beginning to quiet everything, beginning to slow everything down. And maybe rooting our feet into the floor. Or rooting those toes and rooting those heels. And think about that crown of the head lifting up towards the ceiling. And let's begin by rolling our shoulders back. Let's go ahead and roll that out. Good, and then go ahead and roll those shoulders forward. And again, roll that back. And roll that forward. And one more time, rolling that back. And roll that forward. Good, relax those shoulders, drop our chin towards our chest. So trying to make some space in between the ears and the shoulders. So maybe some space in the back of the neck. Chin is to the chest. And then lifting our head center and take our eyes to the sky. So that chin can be lifted. We're just not lifting our head way back. Our eyes are lifting, chin is lifting, opening up the front of that neck. And then let's go ahead and drop our chin back to chest. And then take our eyes to sky. And chin to chest, try and keep our neck nice and long. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good, bring that head back to center, back to neutral. Let's look over to the right. Think about that chin going over the shoulder to the right shoulder. And then looking to the left, over the other shoulder. To the left. Look to the right and look to the left. And again, look to the right and look to the left. And head back to center. Drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. If you'd like, maybe relax that left arm off to the side and you can get a little bit more opening in that neck and shoulder. Good, let's lift our head center and then take it to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder and maybe release that right arm. Let that dangle. Good, bring that head back to center. Drop our chin to chest. Let's do some half neck circles here. Chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and ear to shoulder. And let's go ahead and take this from side to side. Good. Rotating that. Still sitting it up tall. And we're still sitting it away from the back of the chair. So we're having to engage and use our core as our strength here. Lifting up that body, lifting up that torso. Good. Go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head center. Roll our shoulders back. Roll those shoulders forward. Let's add in some sun breath. So let's inhale and sweep those arms up. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. Good, let's do another deep inhale. So sweep this up. Let's drop that right hand down as you exhale. So right hand's just gonna go to the right side of the chair. And let's reach over. Ooh, stretching through left side of the body. And just nice reach right here. Let's take our top arm, left arm, and take it to the outside of that right thigh. And we can move our right hand using the back of the chair, the seat of the chair, and get a twist here. Oh, good spinal twist. And let's breathe. And exhale that out. Good, let's bring it back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop our left hand down to the left side of the chair and reach with that right arm over. Get a good stretch of the right side of the body. Nice lengthening here. And let's go ahead and take that top arm, right arm, and to the outside of the left thigh. And left hand's gonna use the seat of that chair to twist. Breathing deeply in this twist. And then bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's clasp our hands at the top. Press our palms towards the ceiling. Make some space here in your rib cage, in your torso. And let's do a few side breaths. So let's inhale it here. And exhale, sigh it out. Again, 2 more times. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, sigh out. And 1 more time. Big deep inhale here. And exhale, sigh it out. Good. Keep our arms up and we can face those hands out. Let's move our legs. So moving our legs to the right side of the chair and take our hands to the top of our chair, the back of our chair. And go ahead and use that back of the chair, as a good leverage to twist that whole spine there. So those feet are facing to the right, but you get to use the leverage of those arms, those hands, to twist that spine towards the back. And let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And 1 more time, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Excellent, good. Let's reach those arms back up. Let's take this back to center. And then let's take our legs over to the left side now. Reaching those hands up, and our hands are gonna reach for the back of the chair. And now we get to twist that left side. Deep twist here, legs are off to the left. And let's add in that breath here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale and exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good, let's lift those arms back up. Take ourselves back to center. Take our arms out in front of us and let's go ahead and do stop hands out in front of us and let's rotate those wrists. Let's go ahead and rotate that and then rotate the other way. Good. Point our fingers down and then fingers up, fingers down, and fingers up. Let's take our right arm on top, give ourselves a hug. So that nice little self hug, reaching our fingers back for our spine and just gently pulling down on the those elbows just a little bit. Still sitting it up tall. We're still away from the back of the chair, so still having to use that core. And then let's go ahead and open this up and then switch sides. So left arm is on top, reaching our fingers for our spine. And breathing. Good, and then go ahead and open this back up. Let's take that right arm across, and we're gonna hold at the forearm. So not at the wrist joint, not at the elbow joint, just gently pulling at that forearm. Pulling that towards your body. You can get a good stretch in that shoulder. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, forearm on the other side and pull that towards you. And then let's go ahead and do a little bit of an overhead. So let's bring our right arm up and you can place your peace fingers right there on the elbow joint or on the base of the tricep. We're gonna pull that arm back. Ooh, I feel that stretch right in that tricep. So sitting it up tall. And then other side, you can use those peace fingers on that elbow joint, but barely, or on the base of the tricep, or part of that front tricep. Good. Let's go ahead and release that, shake that out. Inhale and sweep our arms up. As we exhale, let's either clasp our hands behind us or reach for the back of the chair. Whatever is working for you today, wherever your mobility is letting you go. So let's go ahead and look to the right and look to the left. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest. Lift our head to center, bend at our elbows, hands over to right waist, and squeeze that elbow back. And then switch sides, and elbow goes back. So good shoulder opener, good shoulder stretch. Continuing to warm up that upper body. And then release that. Go ahead and shake that out. And you can place your blocks where you want them if you're going to use blocks for our seated sun salutations. So that my feet aren't cold on the floor. It's funny, the mat has a little bit of warmth to it. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And then let's go ahead and exhale, dive it down and over. Our nice first forward fold. So if you need a padding between your thighs and belly, feel free to use a pillow or rolled up blankets here, whatever you need for this forward fold. So we're in this nice seated forward fold. Let's go ahead and inhale, pressing through those blocks through the floor or through your shins, and lengthen through those arms and lengthen through that spine. And then exhale and release that. Good. Inhale and lengthen. And then exhale and release. And again, inhale and lengthen. And exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, through the arms. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through our arms, through our spine. Good. Hold this here. Exhale while we're nice and long here. Let's press our right hand into that block or floor or shin, wherever you've got that. And let's go ahead and spinal twist over, opening to the left. Cool. And maybe your arm it can't go up this far yet. That's okay. It can be out to the side, or if you want to take that to your lowest rib, you can do that too. Because yeah, those muscles are still a little cool. Good. Let's go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen through spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here, and you can exhale while we're holding. We're going to take it right hand pressed into block, and we're going to take it open to the left again. So let's open that up, and maybe you can go a little higher with that arm, or maybe not, just depending. Temperature has a lot to do with it too. Yes, the last 2 mornings I've had to hose off my windshield because of the ice. Crazy. Good. Go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. And exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here. We're going to move it to the left side now. So left hand pressed into block. Right arm, twisting that up. Or again, if your mobility is not there yet, you can take it to that lowest rib. But breathing into this opening. Oh, this side is tighter. I feel that. Breathe. And then go ahead and release that. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hold this here. Let's press that left hand back into that block and open it up again to the right. Yes, there's a little bit more mobility there, a little bit more movement there. And breathe. Although yes, it's much tighter on this side. Interesting. Go ahead and release that. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through arms and spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Sitting up tall. We're still not against the back of the chair yet. Let's inhale it here. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge at our hips and do our seated spinal twist. So trying to get that right elbow, right tricep to that left thigh and twist. I just realized if I'm talking really loud, it's because my ears are kind of plugged. So I'm not trying to yell. But I was like, oh, maybe the volume's a little up. My volume. Just pressing and twisting and breathing here. Good. I like this one too because it's almost a little bit of an inversion, especially if you look up to the ceiling and then your head it's basically lower than your heart. So it's a kind of an inversion pose here too. All right, let's bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Sit up tall. Lengthen up through that spine, through that torso. Inhale it here. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge and twist to the other side. So left elbow to that right thigh. And breathe this here. And again, if you were able to look up at the ceiling, the other side, try and do the same thing on this side. Ooh, and breathe. My back rib cage. Thankfully, I haven't had a cough with this, but it's still sore from trying to breathe deeply, trying to clear everything out. Good, let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And then let's release our arms to our sides. Good, roll our shoulders back and go ahead and roll that forward. Very nice. All right, let's get our lower body. So still not up against the back of the chair yet. You need to move those blocks. You can go ahead and do that. We're going to take ourselves up into a nice staff pose. So flexing through our feet, lengthening through our legs, reaching up through our arms. So pretty difficult pose here, especially because we're not using the back of the chair. Let's go ahead and do 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it. And big deep inhale and exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And exhale. Good, releasing our arms down. Go ahead and point those toes, flex our feet, point our toes, flex our feet, point our toes, flex our feet, point our toes, and flex our feet. Now, let's go ahead and do our hamstring curl. So keep our feet super duper flexed, curling this back, and leg extension. We'll do 8 of these. Bring this in and extend. There's 7. Bring this in, still sitting up tall, and extend. There's 6. Curling this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curling this in and extend. There's 3. Curling this in and extend. There's 2. Curling this in and extend. Last one. Good. Now go ahead and drop both of those heels down. Scoot yourself forward. So heels are on the floor. Scoot it forward. So the booty is like right at the edge of that chair. Let's take our right ankle, place it on that left shin, or like, yes, that ankle right on that left shin, and hinge it forward. So we get that nice little hinge here and that wonderful hamstring stretch on that left leg. And this is the beginning of our piriformis, of our figure 4, our hip flexor stretch that we're going to get into in just a moment. And then go ahead and bring ourselves up, and we can scoot ourselves back and scoot yourself back to the back of your chair. And then let's go ahead and bring that right leg in. So give that right leg a nice big hug. Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and wrap that left arm around that right leg and twisting it to the right, and breathe. And then let's go ahead and twist it to the left, twisting it to the other side. And I like to use my tricep or elbow to press a little bit against the inner thigh, inner knee. Oh, to open up that hip a little bit more. Good. And bring that back to center. Let's hug. Let's go ahead and take that ankle to that thigh. And there we go. Right into that nice figure four, piriformis, sitting this up tall, sitting against the back of the chair. And you can begin to hinge this forward just to find out where your mobility is going to be today for our next movement, our 4 breaths as we hinge forward to open up that hip flexor, that piriformis. So just finding where that is before your shoulders start to round, before you begin to lose that. And because once those shoulders start to round, it comes out of where we're trying to get it in that hip flexor, and it goes right into that low back and mid back. And we want to focus on the hip right now. Good, let's go ahead and sit it up against the back of the chair, sitting ourselves up nice and tall. We're going to add our breath with our hinge. So let's go ahead and inhale it deeply here. As we exhale, find that hinge. Lead with the chest. Try not to round that, round that back from those shoulders. Ah, good. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And again, inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And one more time, inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Bring that back to center. Let's take it into half shoelace. So that means we're going to take that heel right over to the corner, the left corner of the chair. Let's wrap that left arm around that right leg. And you might, I get that right there. Good. Hamstring, hip and glute stretch. IT band, that's a lot of it right there. Oh, that's what's going on. Good. And then twist it towards the other side. And let's go ahead and release that. Good. Shake that out. All right, we'll find ourselves back in our staff pose. So that means you've got to scoot again away from the back of the chair. Let's lengthen out through those legs, flex through our feet. So finding that very challenging staff pose, lengthening up through this 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And one more time, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good, releasing our arms down. And let's keep our feet flexed and let's hamstring curl it and leg extension. There's 8. Curl it in and extend. There's 7. Curl it in and extend. There's 6. Curl it in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in and hold that extension. Good. Go ahead and point the toes, flex the feet, point the toes, and flex the feet. Very nice. And you can release that, scoot forward even more. pressing our heels into the floor. Let's go ahead and take our left ankle to that right shin and hinge this forward here. Oh, very good. So that we get the beginning of that nice piriformis on the left side, and then a good hamstring and calf stretch on the right side. And then we can release that, bring that up. Now we get to scoot to the back of the chair. You can use the back of the chair, and let's go ahead and bring that left leg in and give that left leg a nice big hug. Hug that in. Good, let's wrap that arm around, right arm wraps around that left leg and twist. And then go ahead and twist towards the inside. And bring that back to center. Good, let's go ahead and take it into our nice piriformis. So let's take that ankle to that thigh. And find your hinge. Find where it is before your shoulders start to round, before we add in that breath. Adding in that breath and that movement helps to open that up even more. Good. All right, let's go ahead and sit it up tall against the back of the chair. Let's inhale deeply here. As we exhale, big deep hinge. Leading with the chest, trying to keep our shoulders away from our ears. Let's sit it up tall again. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Let's do one more time here on this side. So inhale it up tall, nice and tall. And exhale, hinge. Oh, very good. And then let's go ahead and release that. Let's take that heel to the corner. So we'll go into half shoelace here. So left heel to that right corner of the chair. Wrap that right arm around that leg again. And good twist here. Oh, feeling that in the glute. Other side, I was feeling it a lot in my IT band. This side, glute. So very good right here. Glute twist and hip stretch and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and let's go ahead and twist it towards the other side. So much tension and tightness, so much stress we tend to hold in our big joint areas. So like our hips, a lot of tension, a lot of tightness, a lot of stress. So we hold in hips, low back, pelvis, and shoulders. Good, go ahead and release that. Let's go ahead and shake that out. All right, let's take ourselves over to the left side of our chair. And let's take, okay, so let's take our left leg back behind us and we'll find ourselves in our supported crescent. We've got this nice 90-degree angle right here. Back leg is behind us, heel is lifted, and let's find that wonderful supported crescent pose. And you can feel a good stretch right through that hip flexor, through that quadricep, all the way up, reaching up through this, and breathing, remembering to use that breath and not to hold that breath, but to use it to your advantage. Go ahead and drop that right hand down and let's reach this over. And you'll notice a difference when we take our leg off to the side in a minute or so. Right now, you can feel that stretch right through here and again through the front of the body. When we move that off to the side, you'll feel it stretching in a different area, even though we're kind of in the same position. Good. And then let's go and take our hands right to our hips and just twist ourselves. Get that over exaggerated twist. This always reminds me of like a drill team or cheerleading move. this twist to the side and breathe. Good, and bring this back to center. Let's bring our leg up onto the seat of the chair. Take our left leg off to the side, left leg singular off to the side. And let's reach up through the center here. Oh, that feels good. Good, and now we're gonna do that side stretch again. So drop that right hand down again and reach over. And now you'll feel this a little bit different area. And breathe. Breathing deeply as you can. That expansion helps to open everything up, open those joints, those muscles, and then let that out. Good, let's go ahead and windmill that arm down and reach that other arm over. So reaching our right arm over. Nice, and then go ahead and release that. Good, let's take this to our pigeon, our supported pigeon. Back heel is lifted just like it was with our crescent. Keep that heel lifted and let's reach up center here. Oh, very good. And then let's go ahead and forward fold it. So your forward fold can be on your hands, it can be on your elbows, or you can fold it all the way forward to where your hands are on the floor, or I like to use a block because my hip is still super tight. So that support helps out a lot. And breathe. And remember to keep that back leg active. So remembering to keep it, not letting that knee bend. Not letting it just fall asleep or hang out. It's also working here as well. Basically the whole body, especially when you add in that breath. Good, let's lengthen back up through this. Reach back up through those arms. And then let's release that. Let's take our leg off to the side and find our warriors, our warrior legs, warrior two legs, supported warrior two, proud warrior right here. So we've got that nice, strong legs. Toes are slightly inverted. If you're looking at it, it should be that your heel, front heel, right heel is lined up with that back arch, just like it would be if our chair wasn't here. If we were in this proud warrior without the support of the chair. We've got that nice stableness going on right here. Face is relaxed, but everything else is working. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Oh. And because we do have the support of the chair, in this peaceful warrior, you might be able to go a little further back than you normally would if you didn't have the support of the chair underneath you. From here, let's take it to side angle. So taking our right arm to our thigh, other arm comes up and over. So that bicep is very close to your ear or the temple of your forehead. Temple right there. And breathe. And this is helping to, not only is this that you're still balancing here, this is a good strengthening one. The position that we're in right now, it's also helping to open up that piriformis, that figure 4, our hip flexor, our glute. Let's go ahead and open this back up and then release this down. Very nice. Let's take it to our other side. So let's find our supported crescent on this other side. Our left leg is now in front. We've got this nice 90-degree angle with that front leg. Back leg is nice and straight. Heel is lifted. Oh, yeah. And stretch up through this. Breathing in this supported crescent. Good. Let's add in that side stretch. So let's drop our left hand down and reach this over. And I love this one because I can feel it right all the way down through that pelvis, hip, quadricep. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and take those hands to the hips and give a little twist here. and bring that back to center. Good. Let's bring our left leg up onto the seat of the chair. Take our right leg off to the side and center it here. Good, nice centered leg stretch off to the side. Let's go ahead and drop that left hand down again to the left side of the chair and reach this over. And let's go ahead and windmill this and reach over. Oh, yeah. On the other side and breathe. Remember to use that breath. Take advantage of that breath. Not just to bring oxygen to your brain, but also just to smooth those muscles out, to open up any tightness. Good, and let's go ahead and bring this, turn ourselves into our supported pigeon. Back heel is lifted, toes are pressed into the floor. Lengthen up, center, reaching up through this. Maybe you've got that slight back bend here, maybe you don't. It's what your mobility is letting you do and where you feel good today. Let's go ahead and do that forward fold. So folding forward, you're either on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way forward, and you can use the support of a block if you'd like. And breathe, keeping our back leg active so that back foot, knee isn't bending or falling asleep here. It's active too. Everything's active and breathing and working here. Good. Let's press ourselves up. Take our leg off to the side. Let's find our warrior two, legs on this side, and find that alignment. Your toes slightly inwards. We've got that heel lined up with that arch. Very strong legs, strong upper body. So that whole body is working here. And once everything is strong and tight, relax your face. And maybe smile if you want to smile. But relax that face. Lengthen through that and breathe. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. And breathe into this as well. And maybe you're getting a little bit further back bend because you're being supported by that chair or not. Or if you've got the head cold going on and your equilibrium's not letting you, that's okay. Listening to your body, every day is different. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves back into that proud warrior. And then let's take it into side angle. So bring our other arm over, bicep very close to that temple, or it can be resting on the temple, that side forehead. Breathe. And open this up, back into proud warrior. And then release that. And let's go into our last hip opener. Let's keep our legs nice and wide. Let's take our blocks to our feet, inside of our feet. Let's place our right hand on our right block and twist it open here and breathe. And then go ahead and release that, switch sides and open this here and breathe. And then release that. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those legs together. And we can scoot ourselves forward to the front of our chair. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up, dive it down and over for a nice forward fold. Have our blocks here, and we're going to take our glutes up off of the chair into our first standing forward fold. So let's go ahead and lift our glutes up. Nice standing forward fold. Relax that head and neck. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through our spine. And exhale and release. Good. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Good. Exhale and release. Press our feet into the floor. Lift our glutes back up off of the chair. Standing forward fold. In our standing forward fold, let's inhale, lengthen through the spine here. Oh, so we have a nice flat back. Good hamstring stretch. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Let's get a nice tall mountain here and then cactus our arms back. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus back. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. One more time. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus arms back. Inhale and lift. And exhale, dive it down and over. And then from here, go ahead and roll ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. And head coming up last, roll our shoulders back. Very good. Let's go ahead and move that chair. We're going to take ourselves down onto the floor and grab a block and then grab whatever you need for final relaxation. Let's go into our shoulder stand and then we'll move into relaxation. So grab one of your blocks. Let's take ourselves down onto the floor. Take our glutes nice and close to our chair. Lift our legs up onto our chair. Scoot ourselves close to that chair. And then you've got your block or your stiff pillows, whatever you use. You can place that right underneath your sacrum for support for that low back. So right under that low back, right at that tailbone, right at that belt area. And our arms can be palms up off to the side. And then let's go ahead and bring those legs up and lift it up. And let's enjoy a little bit of inversion. I think I need some inversion right now. Breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. And you can point and flex those toes. You can rotate those ankles, or you can just find stillness here. It's whatever works for you, whatever feels best for you. And if you find that the block tends to dig into your back, you can always put a blanket over that block. Or yeah, between your back and the block. But just holding this for a few more moments. Holding those legs up in the air a few more moments. Inhale it deeply. And as we exhale, we can release one leg and then release the other leg and relax that. Go ahead and take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh, and you can press the inner right thigh away to open up that hip. And then release that. Let's switch sides. Let's take that other side. Ankle. And press that left inner thigh away. Oh, it's good. And then release that. Very nice. We can take that block out from underneath us. Go ahead and push that chair off to the side. Grab whatever you need for final relaxation. If you've got pillow, an eye pillow, EYE pillow, blankets, whatever you need, whatever you're using. And let's go ahead and find ourselves in our relaxation. So let's lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room, reach through our feet, through our toes towards the other end. If you've got that eye pillow, you can place it over your eyes. If you've got blankets or regular pillows, place them wherever you want them. But allowing yourself to lengthen here. So adding an inch or two to your height here. Imagining somebody's pulling at your wrists and somebody else is pulling at your ankles. Really getting that body nice and long. Let's inhale it deeply here. And with a deep exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Relax that face, release that jaw. Slowing everything down, quieting everything down. Slowing that breath, quieting those thoughts. Relaxing that face, relaxing the forehead and the scalp. Still relaxing. Go ahead and bend at our knees. And maybe tuck that tailbone under, flatten through that back. And drop those knees over to one side. Take yourself on your side into the fetal position and a few breaths here. And then slowly begin to press ourselves up, bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels strong. Whatever seated pose feels strong for you. It can be simple cross leg, legs can be out to the side, it can be on your knees. But allowing ourselves to lengthen up through the spine, feeling strong, supported, strengthened, stretched after that practice. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together and exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin down to chest. Lift that head center, taking fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. And hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love, a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And cleansing exhale. Then one more time, big deep inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your Tuesday.